Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bill. We're going to be in Starfinder for this video today. We're continuing the spell series where we're looking at the spells in Starfinder. We are on the technomancer for this video. This will be part 3 of the technomancer first level spells. The following spells we'll be looking at is Life Bubble, Magic Missile, Overheat, Supercharged Weapon, and Unseen Servant. So let me find Life Bubble and we will start. Life Bubble. Oh yeah, I read this in Mysticism. So let's continue. Casting types 1 standard action. Range is medium, 100 feet plus 10 feet per level. Target up to 1 creature per level, no 2 of which can be more than 30 feet apart. Duration 1 day per level. Saving throw will negates. Spell resistance, yes. You surround the target creature with a constant and movable 1-inch shell of tolerable living conditions customized for each creature. This shell enables the target to breathe freely in a variety of atmospheric conditions, including in corrosive, thick, thin, and toxic atmospheres, as well as underwater or in a vacuum. It also makes the target immune to harmful gases and vapors, including inhaled diseases and poisons, as well as spells with a harmful gaseous effect. In addition, the shell protects targets and their equipment from extreme temperatures between -50 degrees and 140 degrees Fahrenheit, without having to attempt fortitude saving throws as well as extreme pressure. Life Bubble doesn't provide protection from energy damage, negative or positive energy, or radiation. It also doesn't provide the ability to see in conditions of poor visibility, such as smoke or fog, or the ability to move or act normally in conditions that impede movement, such as underwater. So, Magic Missile. Magic Missile, 1 standard action to cast, medium range 100 feet plus 10 feet per level. Target up to 3 creatures, no 2 of which can be more than 15 feet apart. Duration instantaneous, saving throw none. Spell resistance, yes. You fire 2 missiles of magical energy that strike targets unerringly. The creatures must still be valid targets and deal 1d4 plus 1 force damage each. You can't target specific parts of a creature, and objects are not damaged by the spell. You can target a single creature or several creatures, but each missile can strike only 1 creature. You must designate targets before you attempt to overcome spell resistance or roll damage. You can cast this spell as a full round action. If you do, you fire 3 missiles instead of 2. So the first thing I'm noticing is it doesn't scale up like in Pathfinder or 3rd edition Dungeons & Dragons. So as your caster level gets better, it doesn't give you more missiles like it does in that version of the game. Overheat deals 2d8 fire damage. Ooh. Overheat. Standard action to cast, range 15 feet, cone-shaped burst, instantaneous, reflex for half. Spell resistance, yes. You collect the heat generated by nearby bodies and devices and vent it outwards in a thermal wave, dealing 2d8 fire damage to creatures and objects in the area. Supercharged weapon. I believe I've read that one before too. It's a standard action to cast, range touch, 1 weapon is the target, duration C text, saving throw none, spell resistance no. You supercharge the target weapon. If the weapon's next attack hits, provided it's made before the end of the next round, the attack deals 4d6 additional damage if the weapon is a single target attack, or 2d6 additional damage if the weapon attacks all creatures in an area. This bonus damage is of the type of the weapon's normal damage. So if it does fire damage, it does fire damage, so on and so forth. Unseen Servant. Standard action to cast, close range 25 feet plus 5 feet per 2 level, 1 invisible, mindless Shapeless Servant. Duration 1 hour per level. Saving throw none. Spell resistance no. This spell conjures an invisible, mindless, shapeless force that performs simple tasks at your command, which takes a move action. It can run and fetch things, open unstuck doors, and hold chairs, as well as clean and mend. The servant can perform only one activity at a time, but it repeats the same activity over and over again if it is told to do so, as long as you remain within the range. It has an effective strength score of 2, so it can lift up to 20 pounds, or 2 bulk, or drag up to 100 pounds, or 10 bulk. It can trigger traps and such, but it can't exert enough force to activate certain pressure plates and other devices. That said, unless the things were designed for a lot of weight, you could have it drag 100 pounds to trigger certain pressure plates. It can perform any test that requires a skill check with a DC higher than 10, or that requires a check using a skill that can't be untrained. This servant can't fly, climb, or swim, though it can walk on water. Its land speed is 15 feet. The servant can't attack in any way. It is never allowed to make attack rolls. It can't be killed, but it dissipates if it takes 6 or more damage from an area attack. It gets no saving throw against attacks. But an unseen servant is definitely a very useful thing if you're a spellcaster in a lab trying to do stuff. Plus, it could take care of the house, clean things. Well, let me know what spells out of the first level spells were the most interesting to you for Starfinder in the comments below. Until we all game again, guys.